My mic. I keep muting it on accident, not checking it. Hello, NVK. I will wait a few minutes because I just posted this. So we'll chill out for a few minutes and then we'll get into it. I updated my website. What's up, NVK? Thanks for checking out those videos. While people straggle in here before we look at the charts, I added this schedule page that shows the content release schedule. I'm going to change the title of this more to, I think conviction would be the better word. There's more Litecoin content, but I'll announce that. And then I had a bunch of articles I've written, but I couldn't choose which one. I think these two. This applies directly to right now. It's both a long-term and short-term thesis. I mean, it explains the long-term value prop, and then this is like complementary, providing evidence as to why Litecoin is indeed the second Bitcoin chain. And then we have the supporting videos. Modeling and repricing is the most popular, but this kind of gives a full overview of my understanding. There's a few of these educational videos that I haven't released yet. It's more about the future, but I'm gonna release those at the same time as this live stream content evolves eventually into that. I won't release it until I feel like the market cycle's topped and we're on to the next phase beyond the casino hype cycle, which I've thought forever would end in a blow off. And then slowly over the years, people will figure out what the point of all this is. Master sick, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I hate being sick. I felt, and we talked about this, Master, but I felt like I had COVID again because it just wouldn't go away. I had a cough for a month. Worst sore throat of like my life. I woke up in the middle of the night, had to like go down and buy throat numbing spray. He may be sick, but he's still bullish and he's still master. What do you guys think of this merch collection? I was gonna do some Litecoin themed stuff, but there's already so much. Like 84 million. Kyle has, I feel like, really good stuff. Just promote him instead of me. But my character always, it's based on me. There's red, black, or white, so I'll update this as time goes on, but I don't expect any attention or any interest until the narrative shifts. So I think this is kind of comprehensive. I'd prefer if I rewrote these, and I don't know how to update the dates. It looks like it's old, but it's not. And I can't wait to release this. This is probably the best one along with the Ghost Chain. The background got deleted there. Wait, I need to fix this. And then honestly, the holiday stuff and the seasonal fall stuff, I think if this channel can gain some momentum, that stuff is pretty good. Where did I put? Oh yeah. So this is from the video I showed a few pieces of yesterday. These are all price related videos that I'll release as price breaks certain levels. And then I have this, we're all gonna make it themed album. It's like a club house dance playlist. I think these will be the most popular if Litecoin's mooning. Could be good marketing. So now that some more people are in here, let's check out the charts. Because this is what the core group wants. Let's actually look at weight basis first. So this was saying, as we reviewed before, that potentially we're finishing up this, what looks to me like a running flat correction. Like this really would be the impulse, and you make a slight B wave for a higher high, although it's corrective on less volume. The three-legged move up, and then 5 waves down. If that's correct, then this next move is what we've been waiting for. So I kind of lean towards this idea actually being correct, especially if Bitcoin's gonna fill that CME gap at 117K. And then we'll finally break the key price level that we've been waiting for, in which I made a video about, well, a hype video. Breaking through 150, 140, 150 is when the Litecoin finally sees something it hasn't seen in forever. I mean, really since 2017. That's why nobody sees it, because it's been boring relative to the rest of the market since 2013 and 2017. But I honestly think 2025, 26 will be more like 2013, more symmetrical to this rather than 2017. In fact, the price action is pretty similar. Honestly, we compared the Doge fractal, but nobody really looks at this early data. Like, we've been going sideways for a bit. This started from 0, so it's not going to be exact, but Litecoin in 2013 kind of did the same thing. It meandered up. I'll just align this so it's correct. Around these highs, it failed to break out, came back, made this final like small correction before it went vertical. And this is kind of what I was thinking all along, that we'd have a pretty convincing breakout. It doesn't take that much money really. And the narrative should change after this move's done, and potentially a final blow off into spring of next year. I don't think we're going to correct for 8 months, but I think the narrative would flip. We can have a say in that, and saying the Litecoin's the second Bitcoin chain, and provide all the on-chain data and stats that support that. And change people's mental models as to how to value Bitcoin chains. What's up, Vivaci? Rob D. Your CC can't come soon enough? Your credit card? What does CC stand for? We have volume here. Almost no volume right now. Sometimes I pull up Ichimoku because these Ichimoku guys have been pretty accurate. The only thing I know, I haven't studied this at all, so I'm like novice, but I know when this Chico span line crosses above price, which it is on the monthly time frame, like it was struggling below for the last 5-6 months, but finally it's crossed above, is a bullish sign. And on the weekly time frame, it's just moving out of this annoying area of resistance. Just crossed right here. On the daily time frame, It's about to. So maybe a week and should full send. On all these time frames, it looks pretty healthy. And price above this cloud. Finding support inside of it. On the weekly, found support on top of that Ishimoku cloud. Week was sideways, hopefully. Oh man, if this correction's over, I'm ready for vertical to the moon price action. My project will align perfectly. Because generally, these moves in time have been all pretty similar throughout history. XRPs and Doge, the top performers of the cycle. Usually this happens, like what's about here. This is 60 days. Could be a little bit longer because this has been elongated. But this first move for Doge really was 40 days. This does not take long. The whole rally was only 120. We can check out the moving averages. I never use them. But let's look at them. Yeah, kind of crossed temporarily below the 50-day moving average. It's right at 114. But on the higher time frame moving averages, like the weekly, it's above all of them. On the monthly time frame, it's above. What about the meme time frame 2 week? It's above all these moving averages. So Litecoin's in a healthy place. I think we're bottoming against ETH here, and it should be straight vertical. If the rest of the market's going to turn around, because Litecoin will break 150, and then everyone can chase it. It's just such a tiny market cap asset relative to ETH. And it's so much more restricted on the supply side. Just need that demand component, the understanding from the speculative crowd. Vivace, if it happens tomorrow, we'd have a throw a party for you on stream. I should create some happy birthday music for people's birthdays. And hopefully we can break up against XRP. I mean, I think Litecoin outperforms, for the total cycle, massively outperforms XRP. Even though it's underperformed, it broke down here by like 70% drawdown against XRP. It's going to reclaim this, in my opinion, and head at least to the highs. There's too many people in XRP with very little, there's zero fundamental demand catalyst. It only can have succeed for more hype. Or, I don't know, some type of manipulation by whales. I don't know. They've already bought a bunch of government influence and they got that 3-4x pump. How many more people can you convince to buy this token? It's not gonna go up 30x. People aren't gonna buy it for the home run. The LTC Doge chart, again, like this is, even though it's some random bear chart, this pattern has played out so many times on Bitcoin. And this is just a larger structure, longer time frame than it's happened in Bitcoin. For most of the occurrences that it's had this structure. I think Litecoin its relationship in price to Doge will get back to where it was before the 2021 rally, eventually. I think Doge is going to struggle so hard to gain network effects. There's no need for it. And Litecoin's lead above all those others should multiply by 10x. So instead of having a 20x lead, it's going to have a 200x lead. It'll be like Bitcoin versus Litecoin in 2017. Eventually this is going to matter. It doesn't right now, but it's going to take a long time for any other third Bitcoin chain to get to achieve network effects. So Litecoin likely passes BTC, and then a third chain maybe just starts. Maybe it takes a decade or never. So really Doge should trade at like almost nothing. I wonder if we zoom out here on like the monthly time frame or weekly, what this will show from the bottom. I wish we had the 2013 data, because this is not going to be accurate at all. It projects a peak at around 10K. Let's check Google search trends. This is, in hindsight, I think will look like the craziest, stupidest thing ever, that there was so much interest in Litecoin in 2013. In 2017, when I think the next move will make 2017 look like this on the long term chart for search interest. So we're gonna have the spotlight for a sec, in my opinion, and we gotta make it count. Tell the truth to the whole world that might watch for a few months. It's literally just, this community is so tiny in relation to how big this chain, the potential for this chain to be. It's like if you could be it's like how all the a lot of the early Bitcoin influencers built like whole careers out of just being related to Bitcoin. Wrote books, achieved millions of followers. This could be bigger because it's disrupting the whole dominant narrative. But it looks like, I was just gonna check this, like I think it updated. It's finally starting to push this to Apple Music, so if you guys go over there, it says it's all pushed, but when I search it, it still doesn't show up. It shows 4. When there should be, like GM should be on there, this one should be on there, this one should be on there. Everyone's goal should be at least 100. That's like 1/25th of 1%. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, in hindsight, it should look like that. People will think they missed the biggest opportunity of their lives when they could have taken least very little risk if they actually tried to understand what Bitcoin was in the first place without just listening to influencers. If they read it themselves, though, and experimented with the technology and tried to understand it, they'd probably come to the same conclusion. It's just like almost no one does that. But I'm sort of assuming, I'm making the assumption that Bitcoin will demand for permissionless money will increase and it will actually succeed. Because I know in that scenario, Litecoin's odds of success approach 100%. If you get to 1K coins, that's crazy. There's only 4,500. Get to 10K coins, you're like top 0.001%. 100K coins, be like someone who owned 25,000 Bitcoin. Wow, some people created TikToks with my video. I should upload the rest of them. I stopped uploading because like nobody was watching. Probably do an IRL stream tonight. Keep it consistent. Eventually, a few people will discover this. Because there's quite a few of those IRL guys that get 10K views per live stream and they do it every day. Rob D, I haven't seen you in the IRL streams yet. We found a chicken sign, so we've been walking over there. The ghost chain videos would do well on TikTok. Yeah, I'll put them all on there when the time comes. I just want to release it at the right moment, because those are the things I worked pretty hard on. And if the Litecoin community goes from super niche to semi-mainstream, yeah, I think uploading each individual video would do well. Like, people will remix them like crazy. Same with my 21 million lies video. Just gotta keep going even if no one's paying attention now. I made this next thing that I was gonna release on Thursday, but I already put it on YouTube. Kind of for the Litecoin community. Or any crypto speculator that's been forced to wait a long time. Yeah, I know. A lot of them will. That's why I put in that video, like at the start, oh, I always like Litecoin, and then the also being semi unsure as to what it even is, and saying like, oh, it's just Bitcoin, right? And transitioning into the song. It's time to move Litecoin against all these other chains. This is actually on a 913. I mean, the odds of reversing here are extremely high. And the odds of this major high time frame breakout coming, if the crypto market's going to move up, is really high, especially given the external catalysts like ETF approval, front running of that, Litecoin treasury buying. Finally, we get volatility expansion in a way that people have forgotten about because they've been lulled to sleep and written it off. Thanks, Eric, for the comment. Yeah, we're going to keep doing these walks. I'm excited to do real IRL segments that are less hangout and more educational, but I need to wait a little bit longer. I have a few for this week, a few for next week, and then a lot planned for the third week. Do some after we moon. We need exit liquidity. I mean, I think there's so much buy side liquidity coming. And I'm not ever gonna like pump. I will just give my honest opinion. I would never like pump something if I thought it was going higher just to try to attract exit liquidity. But I'll tell people the long-term truth of this. And I think most people, most rational people don't buy something that they know is going to go to zero but might pump. Most people want a good risk reward long term. And Bitcoin's absolutely terrible at this price, and Litecoin's attractive until I think it should be trading above its prior all-time high in Bitcoin terms. I think it should trade at 10% of Bitcoin's market cap. like 5 to 10% at least, because Bitcoin doesn't lead by that far of a margin, and if it's going to succeed for what it actually enables, then increasing demand will push Litecoin probably above BTC. This market's, to me, backwards. Do you think Trump's tariffs hurt Litecoin chances to pump? I don't know. The tariff volatility has been happening for a long time now. For almost a year. I think long term tariffs are bullish for permissionless money. Because it should create demand, right? Short term, yeah. If you have bad news around governments regulating crypto more extensively, you probably get sell-offs, but the whole point of it is to avoid those regulations. That's what permissionless means. The market's yet to come to terms with that and won't really understand for a few years, but eventually that's going to drive adoption of crypto, not the opposite. And they will only start regulating and putting restrictions when it's successfully doing that. So yeah, I think the more regulation, the more restrictions and censorship in the existing financial system, the more people are going to opt out and take the risk to use it without permission. I mean, that's what's already happening right now. That's why a lot of people are using Bitcoin and Litecoin in the non-Western part of the world, because they have no other choice, right? That's the whole point of this. And that might become common for people in the West. It's they literally have no choice at some point. Is Master still in here? If we can get to 20 live viewers, I'll do the IRL stream. Not much to update. We're just... Did I see Fidelity's bull case for Litecoin? I read their older articles. And I wrote a response to it because it didn't really understand what Bitcoin or Litecoin were. It seemed like a recycled article. Like someone was assigned to go write an article on Litecoin and they just Googled it and just took the top thing said about it and pasted it in there. It's honestly probably what employees do. They're told to go do something and okay, what do people say about Litecoin? I'll just put that in there. Where's their crypto reports? Yeah, you're about to fall asleep? Okay. Rest up. Get better. I was gonna see if you wanted to come on here, because I don't really know what to do except just hang out with you guys. Everyone here is familiar with the fundamental thesis, the technical setup. All we can talk about now is low time frame, highly speculative, I guesses. If the lows are in though, we should move quickly. Or there's not going to be, if we absorbed all the selling here, which that's kind of what CMF is showing, there's not many coins for sale once you break through all the people selling here back to the highs. And then this is the like 6th attempt in a year to break 140. It should break it with force. I mean, you really just have long-term holders that have accumulated for years and years. Maybe they'll sell some, but not a massive amount. I know I'm not. Like, this is the most massive drawn-out accumulation phase ever. Yeah, and if you get a couple whales swapping, I mean, ETH whales could swap to Litecoin, Bitcoin whales swap to Litecoin too. There's going to be a lot of rotation around. I mean, Bitcoin's only rallying because of speculation, and there's a lot of speculative hot money air in Bitcoin that can rotate out, especially once momentum changes. I mean, what else is there that has been in this tight, narrow range that hasn't really moved? I mean, there's some 2017 coins, but they have no adoption and nobody... Okay, that's not even the right ticker. Zcat? Kind of. Like, if you avoid everything that pumped hard in 2021, what else is there? And that hasn't really run this cycle yet, that has strong fundamentals. Well, really, out of all the coins, there's like nothing that has strong fundamentals except ETH, maybe. But ETH is already 500 billion. Yeah, Litecoin is the last. This is crazy. Litecoin should trade above the previous area it was against Doge. LTC shorts, I mean, we can pull up CoinGlass and look at funding rates and net positioning, at least on exchanges. Funding rates are coming down still. And there's way more bid limit order set, 31K over asks. There's way more bidding of Litecoin going on than there was prior to the rally here, and there's way more short open interest too. So if you look at open interest over market cap, considering the funding rate is moving down, there's like 10% of the market cap. Well, take half of it, a little more than half, 5% short of actual coins. I don't know how they cover. Let's run over these shorts. Just get steamrolled. I wonder how it looks for other coins on the same metric. It's about 10% here. XRP 4%. There's not that much of bid delta for XRP. Funding rates are also higher at 10%. I mean, from just this perspective alone, XRP looks a lot worse. And if you consider how high it's already gone. Doge, again, higher funding rates. Bitcoin, about the same as Litecoin. ETH, not a huge amount of bid delta. So far, Litecoin looks the best on this short-term data. BNB actually looks kind of good, but it's a huge asset. Fartcoin might pump here. There's a lot of bids for Fartcoin. Jeez. Let's compare ETH search interest. I mean, it has higher search interest than it had. That's crazy. Is this actually accurate? Worldwide? That's like pretty significant bearish divergence. Higher search volume for ETH than ever. And price is not moving. Whereas Litecoin is lower than 2013. Okay, this is probably better indicator. But still, there's as much search interest for ETH as there was in December of 2017. Crazy. Litecoin is an anomaly. Look at search interest for XRP. It was crazy in December, and price barely, like, didn't even break all-time highs, really. Litecoin is set up. Jeez, guys. Bell's coin looks dead. I don't know why all the Litecoin community started promoting Bell's coin. Never made sense to me. I'm gonna play some of the stuff that I have. It's like all related to us and our emotional experience that we've had the last few years. I released it on YouTube, but I'll talk over it. Can hang out in this setting for a bit. I have two versions of this, but it's easier to play the first.
Analyze, figure it out. It don't make sense, but it's happening now. Got to the point I thought I knew. All of the charts said that it's true. So why can't I get this right? Why can't I get this right? Oh, why can't I get this right? Oh, I've been studying all night. Oh,
I'll turn it down a little bit.
prophesized all that I've done. Each of my moves match with the stars. Everything's planned down to the core. Yeah, should it be anymore? So why why can't I get this right? Why can't I get this right? Oh, why can't I get this right? Oh,
The YouTube algorithm is finally picking this up.
studying all night.
Should launch all this stuff into the void. Feels like.
My notes don't
Millionaire cat,
help
yeah.
me see.
I have a better animated version of this, but I think I forgot to put one of the songs in it. It's more of the film noir, more realistic style.
Silence, while I chase me
But turn the music
in
down.
the grief.
My voice is a bit low. I have my mic all the way up. Maybe I'll just turn the music down. I wanted to have all this stuff
Pages covered in ink.
that I felt like everyone here in the community could relate to.
Why does it feel different this time? So why can't I get this right? Why can't I get this right? Oh, why can't I get this right? Oh, I've been studying all night.
Oh, sorry, Kendrick. I never saw your comment. It's on Twitter under Fidelity Digital Asset account. We can look at that real quick. I'm looking for it now. Is it the how have Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum evolved in the last year? Yeah, let's look at this real quick and then I'll come back to the next back in this. Alright. This is Fidelity Digital Assets Litecoin report. Let's see if they've improved since the last one. It already seems better. Like it was an early fork of the Bitcoin code. Yeah, that's true. But it has its own Genesis block. Block times. Faster settlement system. Cheaper alternative transact. I don't really agree with onboarding people to, I guess. Nobody's gonna. I don't know why people still talk about the Lightning Network that much. Litecoin can be used as a testing ground. That's kind of an old narrative. It's already at 50% of Bitcoin's active users. So yeah, you can test Bitcoin upgrades. I wouldn't call them upgrades. Just changes to the code, but I don't think much can be really done. I mean, they haven't done anything really in 15 years. Not much. I think Bitcoin Core still, like, the architecture is weird. If you look at Eric Voskuil's proposals, you can speed up the node sync and validation time like 10x. But there's been almost no changes. Litecoin trades speed for reliability. I disagree with this. Go find an actual orphan block. Like, provide some examples of this. Litecoin faces steep competition in the payment space from stablecoins. It's not designed to be a payment. It's not a credit layer network. It's a money. So I don't understand. It's like you're comparing two separate things that don't compete. Like, credit systems do not compete with monies. They're a different thing. Based on its current state, it appears that Litecoin, maybe just based on price, but it looks more likely to me now than ever that Litecoin will it's already competing against Bitcoin. It's just people don't notice it because of price. It's more likely that Litecoin is going to become the dominant Bitcoin chain. So it appears more likely that it will become the dominant threat to Bitcoin as a store of value. Because store of value and mean of exchange are codependent variables. You can't have one without the other. And that's what's super annoying to me about the state of like understanding money broadly. But I guess we can thank them because without this misunderstanding, even at this level of institutions, there wouldn't be opportunity. Fundamental analysis. I think it's not an alternative transaction method to Bitcoin. It's just an alternative Bitcoin chain. It's the value proposition is exactly the same as Bitcoin. So like these changes, like 2.5 minute blocks, I think are far less significant than people give weight to. Like Litecoin wasn't trying to implement these as something better. Subjectively, yeah, I'd prefer 2.5 minute blocks, but this all seems like it was still copy pasted from older articles so far. And the gold to silver relationship, yeah, it's an okay metaphor, but gold is like so different than Bitcoin. Gold does not have a monetization limit. It doesn't have increasing costs with use, with demand. So Litecoin is just a second gold. If you're going to use that analogy, it's more like another gold, but you can't do that with like physical gold itself. I'm gonna skip that because it's not useful. This is just a price thing because the crypto market is a popularity contest. Bitcoin's not performing the store of value or medium of exchange function very well. It's just succeeding on reinflationary cycles and this dominant narrative. Like over time, people just change their opinion as they watch price go up, but it doesn't change the fundamental monetary properties of Bitcoin. The store of value case has been the same to me. So far this article, I think I give it a D. Rob, why is my voice still low? I have it all the way up. Let's put this close to my mouth. Grayscale sold nearly 4K coins the past month. Yeah, the premium is gone. I said that was going to happen. It will collapse because you had a lot of private placement subscribers in that market. Trades really thinly. That's why I sold all of it at like a 4 or 5x premium. Brief history. Okay, this is okay. I don't know why it's comparing Litecoin to Tether. Tether's a credit layer network. These are centralized credit layer systems. Compare Litecoin to something else, and it's not really. These are all separate things. Compared to Bitcoin, that's its main competitor, and then the dollar for all these Bitcoin chains would be. It's like reading Google competing with some non-tech company like Ford Motors. Like Ford Motors sells 5 million trucks a year, and Google has 300 million users. What are you guys? What are you doing? This is hard because in actuality, to have a real meaningful network value comparison, you need to subtract all the speculative volume because that takes away the casino effect. You need to look at the real monetary adoption. So it looks pretty, but this also isn't like Litecoin is really not this high. it's not accounting for the double counting of things. Like Litecoin is way lower than Bitcoin and ETH for average value sent. But I guess if they want to believe in this stuff, and then I would take out the ordinals and rune stuff. It should be, the spike in 2024 was all from that. Okay. I don't know. I don't like it. Still shows. It's like silly to me. Silly casino report from Fidelity there. Shows how early this space is to evolve. Even though it's been a decade or 15 years. Alright guys, we'll go back into the video I was playing earlier. Nothing's happening on the price charts. I don't mean to get mad at Fidelity, but it's just annoying because I've spent so long, so many hours trying to understand this for myself, and I get annoyed with people who just copy paste stuff without actually looking at the code itself, without a first principles understanding. Just taking secondhand research and regurgitating it is super annoying to me. Don't even write a report if you're gonna do that, because you're gonna make false assumptions, conclusions. Only mistakes taught me anything. I'm thankful for the Thanks, Dewey. I appreciate the kind words there. Yeah, it's a struggle in the beginning, but I always persist through the slow times, and I'm aware that there's almost no search volume for Litecoin compared to everything else. I'm just here to capture that when the moment comes. Hopefully. I don't know if I can compete against all these other guys with 100k subscribers, but I know there's nobody else that has put in the same amount of work as I have. Yeah, MK. That was what the previous report looked like too. It's like, that's why this crypto market is yet to evolve at all. Nobody does the work, and everyone's incentivized to sell false narratives to pump their bags. So we can't ever get to the truth, and the population's not motivated enough to go do the work themselves, or maybe they're not even mentally capable. So I feel bad for those people.
Mistakes are okay. Maybe there's nothing to say. Nothing to say, I'm sure it won't be the same next
Some intern.
time.
Yeah. They sent the intern to write the Litecoin report. Said, hey, we don't want to do this. Go make something that looks pretty. Post some graphs. They're all inaccurate, but who cares?
Well, it didn't go the way that I had hoped it would, but that don't mean that it's gone wrong. The people in the crowd, they just misunderstood what I said, and when I said it, it didn't make sense to them yet, but it will.
It will eventually make sense.
There's a lot of things in life I don't know yet. I thought I'd have it all by now. There's so much time ahead, but that's not how it feels right now. And oh, it's just not my time. And oh,
My head.
this truth is not aligned with the present, but it's not wrong. It just happened in a different song.
Yeah, it's bullish for Litecoin. The more places it's added, for sure. The more places, the better. It's just
And
there's
it'll be
Litecoin's almost everywhere
easier
except
to
the Korean
say when I'm
exchanges.
on the other side.
That's more
When all
ATM
I
availability
see
than
are
ETH.
clear
There are a lot of entry
skies.
points.
But the battle
It just needs
is a valley
high
that's
time frame
deep
breakout, and when everyone wants to own it.
so don't lose hope in the dark.
They won't want to own it until it's above all-time highs, in my opinion. They'll see a pump and be like, oh, I don't trust this. It's Litecoin. What is that?
It's just
Then it just keeps pumping, and eventually, then they come here, and I tell them what it is. That's the plan.
This truth is not aligned with the present, but it's not wrong. It just happened in a different song.
We're getting a breakout in these tracks now. I don't know why, but YouTube, like, sometimes randomly, if it gets enough engagement in the beginning, just starts pumping it through suggested videos. It's like impossible for a new music creator to gain traction.
It just wasn't time.
But surprisingly, some of these broke past people that music creators I followed for a long time, like on Twitch. And we haven't even gotten to the better stuff yet.
This is a song about patience and mental toughness and isolation. And if you're experiencing any of those three things right now,
Losing a lot of subscribers, I think, from people that don't like
for
this.
And I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, but you should know that you're not wrong. You're just waiting, and you are fighting time, not truth. And there's a quiet strength growing in you.
If you guys
And
can
I
help me
hope
out
that
and
you
like these
find
that I
this song
uploaded on the YouTube page,
that it feels like
right when the algorithm started to pump them, I think engagement
and if you
early
need
on
to,
drives the algorithm.
just listen.
If you don't mind, if you actually think it's okay,
Over
you don't
again.
hate it.
And if you need to, just listen to it over and over again. Just listen to
Oh, I need
it
to shut up
over
and
and
double
over
overlay.
again. And if you need to, just listen to it over and over again. I stayed, I didn't run, I still believe. I stayed,
A lot of people thought I left,
stayed,
so that's why I made this.
I didn't run, I still believe. I stayed, oh, I didn't run, oh, I still believe. I stayed, oh, I didn't run, oh, I still believe. I stayed,
I think the algorithm might like
didn't run,
test your channel,
I still
test
believe.
your channel in the beginning, and then if enough videos catch traction, it pumps the whole thing.
I didn't run, I still believe. I stayed, I stayed, I didn't run, I still believe. I stayed, I didn't run, I still believe. Now I've done the work, and I've seen the truth. Now I know my worth.
Did I see the latest press release from the SEC? No, what did it say? Was it about Litecoin specifically, or just
And I'm never coming down, and I'm never losing touch. Other people still don't get it, but it doesn't shake me up. 'Cause I've never been more grounded, and I've never been more sound. And you were so unsure. Now you're not
like direct spot trading of cryptocurrency to like the traditional brokerages.
We've never been more grounded, and
oh, I see. Yeah, it gives up
we've never been more sound.
direct access for these major brokerages offer spot crypto trading. That'd be kind of crazy if now like Charles Schwab and Interactive Brokers and all these places just allow crypto trading. They provide way better customer service and their operations are way better than the crypto exchanges, but they're probably unfamiliar with dealing with that stuff, so. Seen it floating around on X. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know specifically what that exactly means.
On the smaller things in life, all the particles in the sky, zoomed in too far, not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where you are, I don't know where I am, zoomed in too far, I'm not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where I am, zoomed in too far, I'm not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where you are, I don't know where I am, I don't know where I am, I don't know where I am, zoomed in too far, not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where
Thinking
you
about where I should
are, I don't know where
vlog
I
to
am,
for the IRL stream.
zoomed in too far, I'm not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where I am, zoomed in too far, I'm not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where you are, I don't know where I am, I don't know where I am, I don't know where I am, zoomed in too far, I'm not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where you are, I don't know where I am, zoomed in too far, I'm not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where you are, zoomed in too far, I'm not seeing things right. I don't know where we are, I don't know where you are, I don't know where I am, I don't know where I am.
Yeah, I wanted this music to fit, represent this experience we've all gone through. It's pretty niche, like, for us, but I like it.
Rewind the charts again.
Sweet, MBK. I'm down for that. I haven't even made it to one yet. I'd probably go to the next one. I always wanted to, but it's just been inconvenient timing for me. Okay guys, I'll probably transition into the IRL stream, but I'm gonna have to make sure everything's charged. Like, I don't think I charged one of my batteries. This one's at 50%. Use this one for the camera. Where did I put this?